If you're ever thinking of getting plastic surgery in South Korea, watch out for ghost doctors and watch this video. I also run a big true crime channel on YouTube called Crazy TV where I do full cases there. So this is a man named Dae. He was 25 years old back in 2016 and he always had a complexion about his jaws. Ever since he was a kid, he would get bullied for his large and square jaws. In South Korea, it is a beauty standard to have clean V-line jaws even for men now. In my opinion, he's a very handsome man, and a man biologically is supposed to have a square and strong jaws. While Dae was still in university, he worked 3 jobs to save up about $6,000 for his jaw surgery. Found this clinic that promised safe results and that the doctor specialized in jaw surgery only. The doctor apparently was quite famous for this and he even appeared on TV, so Dae naturally thought that this was the best clinic you can go to for a risky surgery. This was Dae right before his surgery. He took this photos to send to his friends and he went under. This is the actual CCTV footage and you see the doctor working on him, but Dae is losing a lot of blood, more than normal, to the point that the nurses had to mop the blood off the floor, which is not what you're supposed to do. An hour later, the doctor walks out and an anonymous man walks in with surgery suits and starts working on Dae. Later, we find out that this is a ghost doctor. Ghost doctors come in to finish the surgery or continue the surgery while the doctor goes to another patient and works on their jaws. Then the ghost doctor leaves and the patient is left with a nurse. Dae has been bleeding very heavily and the nurses are not qualified to stay with the patient while they're under. The doctors leave and go home, clock out, and you can see the nurses playing on their phones, and some of the images they are putting on lip gloss. Again, where's the doctor? The patient is still under. She's putting on lip gloss here. 11 hours passed by. Dae lost 70% of the blood. He was taken to the hospital 11 hours later, and unfortunately, he did not wake up. For the next month or so, Dae would be kept alive by machines. He would even spend his 26th birthday there, and you can see his mom and his brother. And unfortunately, Dae was pronounced deceased a month later since his surgery. The doctor argued that it wasn't entirely his fault and that he should not get all the blame for this until we saw the CCTV footage where the mother was shocked that we didn't even know that ghost doctors existed. We didn't even know that nurses were allowed to be with patients when they were under without the presence of doctors. He literally clocked out. To find out, this doctor's clinic was like a plastic surgery factory where he had 4 other rooms, 4 other patients under at the same time, so he can go to one patient after another to maximize the surgery and profits. The ghost doctor would come in right after the doctor to stitch him back up or to finish the surgery. Then the nurses would come in and watch the patient, which is totally illegal. Entire criminal and civil lawsuit took 7